Hi, you are welcome to Arise United Devils. I'm Kingsley Aigbokaude. We had a game yesterday against our noisy neighbors, Manchester City, and we all know how that game ended. So as usual, there are various stories written about that game today. So without taking too much of your time, I want to dive right into the news. Manchester United manager Erik questions two debatable moments in defeat to Man City. Erik questioned debatable decisions that went against Manchester United in the second half of their 3-1 defeat to Manchester City. United took a sudden lead in the 8th minute through Marcus Rashford's stunning strike and held on for a half-time advantage. Seconds before Phil Foden equalised in the 56th minute, Rashford was involved in a tangle with City right back Kyle Walker in his pursuit of the ball. Ten was booked for launching a water bottle after referee Andrew Madley decided against blowing for a free kick. Ten also raised a 78-minute incident when Alejandro Garnacho raced onto a through ball but was beaten to it by City goalkeeper Ederson, who won a goal kick. United did not have an attempt at goal after the 23rd minute, whereas City peppered Andre Onana's goal with 27 efforts. United's only shot on target was Rashford's sensational opener. The United manager disputed the gulf between the Manchester clubs, with City now 18 points better off than United, who are 11 points off the final guaranteed Champions League qualifying place. Absolutely not. They had stress when it was suggested the game highlighted the chasm between the two teams. We had many problems in injuries, and we had an opportunity because it was really small margins. We could have scored a second goal in debatable moment, and in the second debatable moment, it's not that big. When we have everyone on board, we can be competitive. And I think also we showed, for instance, in the cup final against them, when it's really close. Don't forget, City in this moment are the best team in the world. On defining moments, they were it on our sides. Just before the 1-1, Rashford was on the other break, and just before 2-1, Garnacho was on a breakthrough. We were really close to a win, or at least get a draw here. I will not say it was a tackle from Kyle Walker. They both run, but Rashid confirmed to me it was contact. I saw it back. It was very soft. You understand, when you are on a full speed run, if you get a little touch, you are out of control, and that is what has happened. The Premier League could be allocated a 5th Champions League qualifying place based on English clubs' coefficients, but 5th place Tottenham are 6 points above United. United have managed 3 goals in their last 3 games since Rasmus Højlund was sidelined with a muscular injury, and that setback has coincided with successive league defeats. United have scored as many league goals as Luton and have a goal difference of -2. I don't think it's a good question today, Ten Hag said regarding the Luton comparison. From January, we scored many goals, so I think we are really progressing on that side. Our front line is absolutely a threat. We have to see Rasmus Højlund if we get him back. But we see Garnacho, Rashford, Bruno behind. They will get goals, create chances. We can score more goals to win the football games. Erik explains substitutions of Man City defeat. Sorry, let me repeat that. Erik explains substitutions in Man City defeat and issues Manchester United injury update. Erik says he had no choice but to take Marcus Rashford and Johnny Evans off during the second half of Manchester United's derby defeat at Manchester City. Rashford fired United into a shock lead at the Etihad Stadium on Sunday afternoon before Phil Foden netted a brilliant brace and Erling Haaland added a third late on. With Rashford on the pitch, United offered little attacking threat throughout the match, while their defensive solidity suffered when the experienced Evans was taken off. Speaking after the match, Ten Hag explained his substitutions and revealed that both Rashford and Evans were doubts before the game. Yes, I had to take them off. Ten Hag told reporters they fought to be part of this game, but after 60 or 70 minutes, we had to take them off and sub them. Johnny was playing the backline brilliantly and Rashford was a threat, not only goal scoring. I think he had 3 or 4 moments before he could have scored, and he scored the first one. He could have scored even more. United will hope to have both Rashford and Evans back in action when they host Everton in the Premier League on Saturday lunchtime, with Ten Hag also hopeful that a few more players could soon return for his side. Asked about the wider injury issues within the club, the United manager added, "We are working on players returning, and I think players will return in the coming weeks, especially after the international break. Hopefully, Johnny Evans and Marcus Rashford are not too bad, that they recover and we can use them in the next game against Everton." Manchester United midfielder Bruno Fernandes makes honest admission about top 4 race. Bruno Fernandes has admitted qualifying for the Champions League is not in Manchester United's hands after back-to-back defeats in the Premier League. United were the underdogs heading into the Manchester derby, but they drew first blood at the Etihad after a stunning goal from Marcus Rashford in just the 8th minute of the game. As expected, City dominated possession and they looked to respond after that setback, although they couldn't find a breakthrough, and it seemed like it could be United's day when Erling Haaland missed an open goal from 2 yards out on the stroke of hard time. United delivered a spirited performance, but City were the better side. Fernandes spoke to Sky Sports after the final whistle and said, "I think the commitment from the team was there. We had our chances. Sometimes we played a little too deep, but City do that to all the teams. You have to defend your boss, and we did that really well in the first half. From a chance that could be ours, it ended up 1-1. There's always something more you can do in the game. If it is City or someone else, you can always do something better. City are a team that knows how to have the ball and pay things back. We knew we had to defend our goal really well, and I think we did. We should have had more space with the ball than we did in the second half." Fernandes was asked about the fight to qualify for the Champions League and added, "Every time you don't win a game, it is a damage at this club. We know that this club demands and we want to win the games we are involved in. We didn't get the 3 points today, but there is still a little way to go. We know it's not everything in our hands because other teams have to lose points, but we have to do our job." Why Marcus Rashford's foul was not given before Phil Foden goal. That is the headline of the next story. Both former referee Mike Dean and ex-Manchester United captain Gary Neville agreed that there could be no complaints of a foul on Marcus Rashford prior to Phil Foden's Manchester derby equalizer. In the first half that saw the home team record 18 shots, it was United that rolled the Etihad Stadium and had the advantage heading into halftime. Pressure on Andre Onana's goal continued to build after the restart, and it took only 11 minutes before City were back on level terms. This time it was Foden producing an unstoppable shot of his own, but not without controversy. United felt that in the move that directly led to the equalizer, Kyle Walker had fouled Rashford. The latter was attempting to break towards the opponent's half, though the former raced back and used his strength to win the ball from his compatriot. Erik even received a yellow card for his protest on the touchline in the aftermath, however had no valid claim in this scenario. Erik is getting booked, but I thought it was soft. He gets a little arm on him, but there's nothing on that, Gary Neville claimed. Invited to provide analysis, former Premier League official Dean added, There's an arm on an arm, but when the way he goes down, the contact and the way he goes up is just not a foul and is the correct decision. As a result, the contest resumed at 1-1 with over half an hour to play, and City went on to add 2 more goals. The 3-1 victory tees up a crucial trip in the title race next Sunday to first place Liverpool, whilst the result for United is a damaging one in their quest for Champions League qualification. Manchester United remain hopeful of Champions League qualification. Erik Ten Hag. That is the headline of the last story of the day. Erik Ten Hag insists Manchester United are staying in the hunt for Champions League qualification and rejected suggestions there is a big gulf between his side and Manchester City. Ten Hag's team fell to a 3-1 defeat at their City rivals in Sunday's Premier League clash, leaving them 6th in the standing and 11 points behind Aston Villa in 4th. Depending on European coefficient, the Premier League may be allocated a 5th Champions League spot this season, although Tottenham are 6 points clear of United with a game in hand. However, Ten Hag believes his side have what it takes to turn around those points deficit and book their place in Europe's Premier League competition next season. 5th spot can also be a Champions League place, so we have to go for it and win our games. United were without a host of first-team players for the match, including Rasmus Højlund, Luke Shaw, Lisandro Martinez, and Mason Mount. Ten Hag's team returned to action with a home league match against Everton on March 9. That is the end of the stories for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope to see you again tomorrow morning.